The headline screamed, "They're here! Vipers land on Philippine soil." On November 14, 2025, Clark Air Base buzzed with anticipation. Thousands gathered, braving the heat, to witness history. From generals to schoolchildren, all eyes turned skyward, waiting for a promise fulfilled. Suddenly, sleek F-16 Vipers roared overhead, modern, powerful, unmistakable. The crowd erupted in cheers and tears, united in pride and hope. The Vipers had arrived, bringing with them the winds of change. For 20 years, the skies over the Philippines were silent, missing the roar of a true fighter jet. The retirement of the F-5s left the nation vulnerable, a constant reminder of its limitations. While neighbors upgraded, the Philippines relied on trainers and light attack planes. Brave pilots, but no match for modern threats. The arrival of the F-16 Vipers ended that era. Their thunderous engines marked not just progress but the return of hope and strength to the nation's skies. An F-16 Viper is not just an aircraft. It's the pinnacle of one of the most successful fighter designs in history. But for the people of the Philippines, it means so much more. It's a symbol packed with power. Its arrival represents a nation willing to invest in its future security. And, it declares that it will never again be taken for granted. In a region facing complex geopolitical challenges, the silhouette of the Viper itself is a deterrent. It sends a clear message to potential adversaries. The skies of the Philippines are now protected. This psychological impact is almost as important as the aircraft's actual capabilities. For years, stories of Philippine sovereignty being challenged have been all too common in the news. Unauthorized aircraft entering the nation's airspace, ships being harassed in its exclusive economic zone. These incidents often sparked a sense of helplessness, a nationwide feeling of frustration. The arrival of the F-16 Viper directly challenges that narrative. It gives the nation a tangible tool to assert its rights. It shifts the conversation from passive reaction to active defense. For many Filipinos, this aircraft stands for the restoration of national dignity, a proud country finally gaining the means to defend itself. This symbolism goes way beyond the military. It becomes a rallying point for national unity. Regardless of political views, Filipinos come together to celebrate this milestone with pride. Social media buzzes with photos and videos of the Viper, and hashtags like Darn Philippine Air Force and Viper is here trend across the country. It sparks a new wave of respect and admiration for the armed forces. Seeing these advanced machines, piloted by Filipinos, soaring over the homeland ignites a surge of patriotism throughout the islands. In the end, the Viper stands for hope. It represents hope for a new era, one where the Philippines can confidently chart its own course on the world stage. It stands for hope for the younger generation, who can now look up and see proof of their nation's technological strength and determination. This aircraft is not just metal, wires, and engines. It's the embodiment of a dream that waited 20 years to come true. It's a symbol of the Filipino spirit, resilient, unyielding, and now more capable than ever of taking flight. The F-16 Vipers are a total transformation for the Philippine Air Force, far beyond just an upgrade. This latest Block 7072 variant is a true multi-role fighter, excelling in both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. Its advanced ASA radar and digital displays give pilots unmatched situational awareness and targeting power. The Viper can launch advanced missiles, like the AM-120 AMRAAM, and deploy precision-guided bombs. With stunning speed, agility, and revolutionary safety features, the F-16 Viper is a quantum leap in air defense for the Philippines. Among the two F-16 Vipers that landed at Clark was a young pilot whose story embodies the hopes and dreams of a whole generation. This is Captain Marco Reyes of the Philippine Air Force. Growing up in a small town in Luzon, Reyes looked up at the sky and dreamed of flying the fighter jets he only read about in books. When he joined the Philippine Military Academy, the PAF hadn't had a supersonic interceptor in 20 years. Young cadets like him could only hear stories of flying the F-5 Freedom fighters from older pilots. But Reyes never gave up on his dream. Reyes excelled in his flight training, first flying the SF-260 propeller trainers and then transitioning to the S-211 jet trainers. He was eventually selected to fly the FA-50PH Fighting Eagle, the PAF's most advanced aircraft until the arrival of the Vipers. He was a skilled and dedicated pilot, but he and his comrades knew the FA-50's limitations. They longed for the chance to fly an aircraft that could truly challenge the most advanced adversaries in the region. When the government announced the procurement of the F-16 Vipers, Reyes knew this was the opportunity of a lifetime. Reyes was selected for the elite group of Filipino pilots to train on the Vipers in the United States. The training was incredibly tough. He had to master complex avionics and a high-performance flight envelope that pushed pilots to their physical limits. He spent months in simulators, learning the radar, weapon systems, and emergency procedures. Then he flew the real Viper for the first time. He said the power and capability were out of this world. Going from the FA-50 to the F-16 was like going from a sports car to a Formula One race car. As Captain Reyes landed his Viper at Clark Air Base, he wasn't just a pilot completing a mission. He was a symbol. He represented the Filipino youth who now have dreams that can be realized. He represented a new generation of PF pilots who will lead the nation's air defense into the 21st century. His journey, from a small-town boy to an elite fighter pilot, is a story of perseverance, dedication, and never giving up hope. As he climbed out of the cockpit and waved to the cheering crowd, he wasn't just a hero, he was a living testament to how high the Philippines can soar in the face of any challenge. Choosing the next-generation fighter for the Philippines was a long and complex process, full of intense debate and careful thought. It wasn't just about picking the fastest or most powerful plane, it was a strategic decision that would affect the country's defense for decades to come. The Air Force looked at several competitors, each with its own strengths. These included Sweden's Saab JS-39 Gripen and various models of the American F-16 Viper. The decision would come down to a delicate balance of capability, cost, interoperability, and long-term sustainability. The Gripen was a strong contender. It was known for being efficient, having lower operating costs, and being able to operate from rough airstrips. For a country with a limited budget and varied infrastructure, this was an attractive option. However, the Viper had a huge advantage: its deep interoperability with the Philippines' most important defense ally, the United States. The PAF already used many American systems and doctrines. Choosing the F-16 would ensure seamless integration with the U.S. Air Force, which is crucial for joint training exercises and potential alliance operations. The technical advantages of the Block 7072 Viper were also a deciding factor. Its AESA radar and advanced avionics made it technically equal to or even better than many other fighter jets in the region. The F-16 platform is battle-tested, with over 4,500 aircraft produced, ensuring a strong global supply chain and a continuous upgrade path for decades to come. It was a low-risk, high-reward choice. While the initial purchase cost might have been higher than some competitors, its proven reliability and long lifespan made it a smart long-term investment. Ultimately, the decision to choose the F-16 Viper was a strategic one. It sent a clear message to the region that the Philippines was committed to modernizing its armed forces and strengthening its alliance with the United States. It was an investment in a proven, capable, and interoperable platform. It was a practical choice that balanced ideal capabilities with the real-world needs of Philippine defense. When the first Vipers arrived, it proved that this tough decision was the right one. The PAF didn't just get a new aircraft, it got a comprehensive defense system designed to protect the nation's interests for decades. The arrival of the F-16 Vipers is not just a victory for the Philippine Air Force, it's also a testament to the power of international partnerships, especially the long-standing defense relationship with the United States. Buying these advanced fighter jets was a complex process that wouldn't have been possible without decades of cooperation between the two countries. Under the Mutual Defense Treaty, the U.S. has long been a key supporter of Philippine military modernization. The sale of the F-16s is one of the clearest examples of this lasting alliance. This partnership goes beyond just selling hardware. It includes comprehensive training, logistical support, and the sharing of knowledge. Filipino pilots like Captain Marco Reyes trained in the U.S. with experienced U.S. Air Force instructors, learning the tactics and skills needed to fly the Viper to its limits. Similarly, ground crews received extensive training to maintain the aircraft's complex systems, ensuring the fleet remains ready for action for years to come. These personal interactions build lasting relationships and ensure deep interoperability between the two air forces. The Viper's interoperability is one of its most important strategic advantages. With the F-16 used by over 25 air forces worldwide, The PAF is now part of a large global community of users. This opens up new opportunities for joint training exercises, sharing tactics, and shared logistical support. In exercises like Balikatan, Philippine Vipers can now work seamlessly alongside aircraft from the US, Australia, Japan, and other allies. This greatly strengthens the Philippines' role in the region's collective security. This stronger alliance sends a powerful message of deterrence. It shows any potential adversary that aggression against the Philippines won't just be against the Philippine Air Force. It will be against a well-trained, well-equipped force capable of working together with some of the most powerful militaries in the world. The F-16 Viper is more than just a defense asset. It's a diplomatic tool. It strengthens alliances, builds partnerships, and gives the Philippines a stronger voice in maintaining regional stability. The sky may be vast, but with friends, no one flies alone. The arrival of the F-16 Vipers is definitely a big moment for Philippine defense, but with the excitement comes a clear understanding of the work ahead. Bringing in such an advanced aircraft is a huge undertaking, and it comes with its own set of challenges. These jets aren't just plug-and-play solutions. They need huge investments in infrastructure, training, and logistics to reach their full potential. The PAF now faces the tough job of keeping these high-tech machines running and making sure they stay effective for decades to come. One of the biggest challenges is the cost. F-16 Vipers are expensive to operate and maintain. The cost per flight hour is much higher than any aircraft the PAF has flown before. This will require a big and ongoing commitment from the defense budget. The government must make sure there's enough money for spare parts, fuel, ammunition, and ongoing pilot training. Failing to do so would mean the fleet would be grounded, turning these powerful fighter jets into expensive museum pieces. The public's excitement must turn into the long-term political will needed to make sure they stay ready for action. Another big hurdle is getting enough people. The PAF needs to train and keep enough pilots, ground crews, and technicians to support the Viper fleet. Flying the Viper requires a special set of skills, and maintaining its advanced electronics and engines needs specialized knowledge. The PAF will have to compete with the private sector for talent, offering attractive career paths for these highly skilled individuals. Losing a well-trained Viper pilot or maintenance technician is a big loss to the nation's investment and takes years to replace. Finally, there's the strategic challenge of fitting the Vipers into the larger armed forces of the Philippines. These jets are most effective when they work well with Navy ships, ground forces, and surveillance equipment. The AFP must keep investing in its command, control, communications, computers, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, also known as C4I-STAR capabilities. A Viper pilot with perfect awareness of the situation is much less valuable if they can't share that information with a ship captain or ground commander who needs it. Success will depend on the entire AFP working together as a connected networked force. On November 14, 2025, as the F-16 Viper's engines roared at Clark Air Base, they announced more than just the arrival of a new aircraft. They signaled a new dawn for the Philippines, an era of confidence, capability, and determination. These jets are not just military hardware. They are a symbol of national rebirth. They represent the culmination of a 20-year dream and a promise for a safer, more secure future. They have fundamentally reshaped the defense landscape of the Philippines and inspired a generation to look up at the skies again, full of hope. The impact of the Vipers is immediate. It gives the Philippines a credible deterrent, something it has lacked for decades. The country now has the ability to challenge intrusions into its airspace, protect its maritime interests, and contribute meaningfully to regional stability. The silhouette of the F-16 itself is a statement, a signal to the world that the Philippines values its sovereignty and is prepared to defend it. It changes the balance of power in the region, giving the Philippines a stronger voice and a more solid standing in international affairs. Beyond the strategic implications, the arrival of the Vipers has sparked a new sense of national pride among the Filipino people. The stories of pilots like Captain Marco Reyes have become legendary, inspiring countless young people to dream of serving their country. These jets have become a visible symbol of national resilience and determination. They are a reminder that with vision, commitment, and unity, no challenge is too great to overcome. They are a testament to the never-give-up spirit of the Filipino people in the face of adversity. Looking ahead, the journey is still long. Maintaining the Viper fleet will require ongoing investment and dedication, but the foundation has been laid. The F-16 Viper is not just an endpoint, it's a beginning. It's the first chapter of a new era where the Philippine Air Force will soar higher, faster, and further. The skies are no longer a vulnerable border. They are a protected domain, a canvas for national strength. For the Philippines, the future is here, and it's arriving at supersonic speed.